Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yep. Back to work. So I know we have the Springfield in here. A1. Okay. And let's do some other guns here. Is there anything other than the Itacha there? I don't think I'm gonna... Oh, we could do a Winchester, that's more American. As a trench gun itself. The trench gun was 6 rounds too. I think that would be a better choice for the quote-unquote trench gun. Yeah, alright. More research, more research. U.S. World War I weapons.
So, let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
The Bangalore torpedo. I don't think we're going to be able to have that. Oh, the trench gun could have been an auto shotgun, but I don't think we have anything that's... Not sure if we have any auto shotguns in this thing. Shotguns are a thing that most mods don't really have. That's a pump. Pretty sure the other one's a pump. Yeah. Worst comes to worst, though, that thing will be able to clear trenches anyway, so... Go back to sorting by mod. There might be a nugget somewhere. But not from what I see. It's also good to just look through the guns here. I need to see if that is something I can use for the German side, because that would be ridiculous. It's a French gun. I'll have to look into those as well. And then that's all modded, so let's skip that. I already know Iron Front doesn't have what I'm looking for, where you look through Faces of War, so... Nah, that's gonna be my best bet. Browning Model 1917. That I don't think I'm going to get without putting a mod in. They did have the BAR back then, okay. So I can make that work. I don't think the M2 existed yet, though. Actually, this is a list of all... Okay, so this is a list of all modern, all weapons at the time, so... Okay. I mean, technically this is pay dirt, so... Actually, heck, I just found where the Winchesters were. Nice. Sorry for the scrolling in and out, it's just, Me scrolling through this list here. Canadian Ross rifle. I'm not gonna find that. Damn. Pineapple grenade, regular Mark 1 hand grenade.
Now.
The Marlin Model 1914. What the heck? I mean, that looks like a Browning potato digger, blah, blah, blah. That's another US machine gun that I don't think I'm going to be able to get, but that's fine. We'll make it work. Firefly, thanks for the 17-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the ops. Nope, you're going to kick out this one. 2D, I'm looking into World War I US guns from the current World War II mod set, because I don't want to... Well, it says it in the mission command. It's just, I don't think we have any, like, good US machine guns for World War I. In the World War II mod set, which is fine. I mean, I'm perfectly fine just giving them bars, to be honest. We have the Springfield in the mod set, though, and that was the standard World War I rifle, so...
Send in Goat Team 6.
all good.
Now.
By all means, 2D. Thanks for the 9-month resub, but help me with it then. Plebe. I had to look into what that is part of. Probably Turkish or something. I don't know. Look into it. I mean, World War I was 1914, 1918, but again, I don't feel like redoing the entire mod set. Too lazy for that. It has an 18 next to it. I'm going to look into that, see if I can use it. And then you have an MG13, which I'm assuming is the German side. I'm literally just going to be using what I see in this mod set, but we'll get to that. I'll probably do like US versus German. Can I? Was that a thing? I mean, also I'm going to look into the Browning here. Well, that's okay, Gay Weeb. That's fine. MP18 first subguned combat service. So yes, that is kosher. I'd assume with the 18 it was that, but again, this is one of those things where we just look a bunch of stuff. 1919. Give me a year. Come on. Internet. It was made in 1919 to present. I mean, I could let it slide. Because, I mean, if I were to say what World War I was, it's like 14 to 18, right? Yeah, so for the sake of I don't have the frickin' Maryland model 1914, and I won't have, what's the other one? The frickin' 1917 either. I'll be fine. It'll probably piss people like 2D off, but I'm here to make ops, so... Yeah, see there, he's yelling, no! MG13 was World War II. Fine. Again, this is for the US faction. I'll apply it, but I'll put it to the side, and this will be the list of weapons that I'll use to piss 2D off if I feel like it. But I'm pretty sure in terms of statics, all I'm gonna have is, oh! I mean, it's a Maxim, but... I mean, all of the MGs pretty much look the same, but I mean, if I get a picture... Because that looks a lot like the... It looks a lot like the Browning, anyway. Like, honestly, that... Like, the only thing that's different is the box is on the other side. So, yeah, I won't need the shoulder thing. I can just give them to the bars and use that. I mean, it literally looks the same, except for the handles, too. That's, like, the only difference. Shh, Tootie, it's okay. What game modes would you consider for an Arma 3 noob? Go to a place like a Hoyer World or 77 JSOC. Go to a public server, see if you like it. Yeah, I know the bar was in World War I. I know that. And One Striker, I appreciate it. I will be honest, I'm going to be more of a Twitch streamer now than a YouTuber because I'm kind of sick of YouTube. But, yeah, whatever, we'll get there. Is there even a camo difference, or are these just the same thing? They're just the same thing. It's okay. I mean, we do have the Vickers. I'll have to look into that. But again, I'm going to do, like, German versus US. Make it a bit easier. That's going to give Tootie an aneurysm. Ah, yes, I remember. They used these to shoot down aircraft in World War I. Yep, that was my favorite. We're going to put those off to the side again if we want to piss Tootie off. Let's see. And then do I have anything special for turrets? Oh, baby. Yes. Yes, the shield. I love that new static. I'm obsessed with it. But usually when you type turret, you get more of the modern stuff. Again, the Brownie if I want to piss Tootie off. You even have the M2. And then mortars. I'll have to look into those, but those will be fine. I know the M2 was designed in 1917, but it's gonna piss Tootie off. Yeah, they launched the pigeons with the explosives. You can actually see the pigeon right there. It's black because it's not rendered in yet. Yeah, totally. Yeah, righto, random weeb. So, funny thing, and I don't mean to, like, get anyone riled up here in a good way, but, 506 has expressed interest in doing another Bornholm incident level thing. They just want me to make it harder and more horror-based. So, we might actually get some of that. Again, not trying to get anyone's hopes up, but that's something to look forward to down the road. Now, let me see. What I should probably also do is handguns here. So we do have that turret, which is good. So let me take a copy of you. What handguns do I have here? No. I mean, that's a revolver, but it's a French one. I have the Wibble, which is the other one. Mausers, the Colts. Was the M1911 was 1911? Yeah, it has it on the list. Okay, cool. What other handguns can I do here? Give the players a little bit of variety. Because I'm nice. Yeah, these are all going to be like OP4 and Russian based. Oh, knives. Yeah, we could do knives. I mean, trench warfare. Definitely. I need a revolver. Give me a good revolver here. Those are both the same exact revolver. Yes, the suppressed Whittlord. that was totally. I mean, I could just give them Webleys. I could care. I'm trying to look for a Colt here. But the only Colt we have is the 1911. And we have a Soviet revolver. We don't have any Colts. We could go best gun in the game. Yeah. I'm fine giving them Webleys. Freaking Nagants, why not? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We actually don't have a Colt in here, but whatever. I mean, I could do the 1892. I mean, It's a Geist gun, though, which I know Geist has been having some issues with the latest update, but usually that's for armor values, not necessarily guns, so I'll stick with that. So yeah, 2 different handguns. We have the standard Springfields here, our quote-unquote trench gun, the bar. Why do I have 2 bars? Oh, probably because I was looking for stuff, but, I mean, that was the standard gun. I'm not seeing, though, the U.S. had any, like, submachine guns yet. Which is fine. Actually, not seeing any machine guns here. Geez, to think, 100 years ago, I mean, this didn't really exist. I mean, they were just pioneering machine guns at the time, I'm not surprised. So yeah, no subs, it was just rifles. Webley Bulldog pocket revolver, yeah, so... Oh, there's the Vickers, okay. And then we had 3-inch mortars. That's fine. I mean, any mortar will perform the same way in Arma, more or less. All right. The peak of SMGs was 5-shot mags. That's fair. All right. Oop, didn't mean to spawn that. Okay, so we have that. Let's look at Op4 stuff. So... I'm making custom kits, though, so US going to be Blue 4, Germans Op 4, make it easier for myself. So let's get a survivor for the FIA down. Now here's going to be the really fun thing that's probably going to piss people off, is picking which Op 4 rifle to give to the German faction here, and it's not going to be 100% accurate. Because I'm pretty sure we didn't have, I don't have that in the mod set. But I think there was a Gruer rifle that could have worked here. Because at the end of the day, if I just give him a bolt-action G rifle, it's going to be fine. But yeah, the G33/40, that's what I was thinking. Without the magazine. So that thing could work, but there's also a few other options here. But let me quickly look at the graph here. G98, you say, Tootie? Yeah, we do have those. The main German service rifle? Okay, well, easy. Awesome. This is where that C98 mod actually comes in, because it does have some of the older stuff for the Germans. But now we gotta find some other guns here that the Germans use, and this is where things might get funky. Like, I want to field this. I want to field this so bad. Like, what? What is this? HMG VZ 7/24. I want to. So, what it... Okay, so, let me tab back out here. HMG. VZ dot 7/24. Come on. I mean, it was designed in 1904. It's meant to be used with a tripod. Designed by Prussian Firearms. Who used it, though? Austro-Hungary Army in World War I. Yeah. We're gonna use that puppy. Were flamethrowers actually used in World War I? If someone could quote me on that, then I'll totally add a frickin' M2 flamethrower over there. Yeah? Alright. I'll take your guys' word for it. As long as Tootie says yes, then I'm okay to do it. Germans used them mostly. I can just have the M2 flamethrower on both sides. It doesn't really matter. I mean, what's the magazine on this thing? Oh, it doesn't even give you a number. A Of course. They were first used in the First World War. Thank you, Tootie. Is that a carbine with a grenade? Oh, yes it is. That's literally a carbine. I don't know why they don't have a secondary, but it fires grenades. That's frightening. Alright, what were some other guns used? What were some other guns used? The MP18, we said that was used, so that can be their squad leader gun. So people important can have that. Vickers, I don't think Vickers were used by the Germans. Like anything German or Austro-Hungary, I'll use those here. Yeah, flamethrower was technically deployed first by the Greeks. I know my ancient history on that. I know the Russians mainly use Mosin Nagants, because that's like the 1800s. Just trying to think. Tootie, ignore the memers. Gotta help me out here. I mean, that says 31 on it, but that would be a cool gun to use. Here, let me just convert back to the chart here. Let me just find a German cross flag here on the side. I think this is mainly allies here, because it doesn't really have any Axis factions. Oh, that's why. It's because this is a list of the U.S. guns. Okay, let me do U.S. Let me do German. Alright, here we go. Oh god, that's a big list of stuff. Okay, so grenades, handgun. There's the MP18 we talked about. That's another handgun. Another handgun. That's the standard service rifle we have. That's another thing. The Luger was used. Okay, the Mauser was also used. G98 was also used. Okay, so yeah, we have our standard battle rifle. And then we have revolvers here. But I'm not really seeing anything else here. Oh, there's the German flamethrower. And they have a gross Flammenwaffen. So yeah, I'll field flamethrowers on both sides with the M2 model. Why not? They had a bomb-throwing crossbow? What? That's awesome! Why can't we have bomb-throwing crossbows? I want that in Arma. So we have the MG15. We have what looks like a Vickers gun for the Germans. It's the MG99. A Parabellum MG14. Oh, they used Maxim guns too. Huh. Well, that makes sense. This one doesn't even have a picture for an MG18. And a 1902, which honestly looks like the frickin'... That just looks like the whatchamacallit. I forget the damn name. It's the top down. It looks like one of these. With the curved mag. Oh, the Bren. The Bren, that's it. But it's not a Bren. But it looks like a Bren. Yeah, the Madison. Frickety frack. Like, I'll even link it. Yeah, that thing. I don't think I have. Oh! And it has a 1914 mod. Ooh! So that's gonna be my counter to the bar for the German side. Awesome. Awesome. I mean, is it Danish? I mean, the producer is Danish, but like produced 1902 to 1955, and it says in my list here that the Germans did use it. Yeah, Danish army adopted it in 1902, and they sold it in 12 calibers over 34 countries. So, yeah, here's a users list. Let me find Germany here. Germany or Austria-Hungary? Yeah, Nazi Germany, models of 1941. Okay, so that's a little later. But it says Austria-Hungary as the user list, and Austria-Hungary fought in World War I. Therefore, I can use it. So, Kappa. Oh, man. Alright, let me get my thing back up here. Oh, above Nazi Germany it says German Empire. Okay, even better. Even better. Alright. So we have our standard battle rifle, we have a heavy machine gun, we got a submachine gun. They didn't really use shotguns, though, because every other country banned shotguns and made fun of the U.S. for using it. Meanwhile, the U.S. would still use the damn thing. Let's get some handguns fielded here. So I don't need you. Actually, real quick. I don't think you can put a bayonet on the Springfield models. I could be wrong, but I'd like to check. But it would be some nice icing on the cake. Oh. But does it work, though? I don't think it actually... Like, that's a scope. Cool, but I don't think you can actually use it. Because otherwise you'd have a secondary ammo. So... I could be, like, blasphemic and give the U.S. the Lee Enfields, because I know for a fact the Lee Enfields have the bayonet. But I'm going to get a lot of shit for that. Because I also know the Germans, there is a German bolt-action rifle that has a bayonet. What I'm saying is you won't be able, like, it's just for show. Like, you can't actually stab people with that one. Because there's no ammo type given for that. So I guess if they want to stab people, we just give them the combat knife. So what I'll have that be is if you're not essential, you'll get a combat knife and you can use that to run up and stab people, and that'll be the bayonet equivalent. Which means for these guys, yeah, I can just put the bayonet on like that. 84 bayonet, I believe that's right. I don't think that we had grenade rifles. Tootie, is that legal? Evil ideas. Is that legal? Tootie says no. Okay. Tootie's the resident expert here on this shit, so... Hella not legal. Legal as in I shouldn't do it, or legal as in that's a bad guy. So the PO8 and... I mean, I could just use a Mauser. It's not like I'm... Well, no, I'm going to model this for both sides, because I might want to have, you know, some days the Germans are done, some days other things are done. And then the Mauser can be, that other one. Okay. Now, statics here. I'm not going to find any good MGs here. Like, I don't have any MG15s and stuff, so I'm willing to... I could just put these guys down and, Like, I could literally just deploy SW kits on these guys, and that can be the bipod. It's cheesy, but it would work. To make, here, this is a deployed one. Like, that could work, and then, you know, he just falls with the gun pod. But they did have Maxin guns here, so... Do I not have... There it is. Okay. Because I'm like, I have Maxin guns somewhere in this mod set, so I don't mind giving the Germans those, because they did have them. And there's two different versions, one with the trench, so you can stand and lay down with it, which is nice. And then you have the old Maxin gun. So yeah, that's kind of good. That's good. Because again, you only really need one machine gun. Now, what's really going to be needed, though, is field guns. Like cannons. So I'm literally just going to type static here. Like, that is a literal howitzer. But really, those won't be for the... These won't be so much for the player base. These will be more so for, like, you know, just for show. I have an idea. What's the pack under? Yeah, it's a literal cannon. So I don't mind putting, like, 6-pounders and stuff. I know it's gonna piss some people off, but I need them for, you know, just show more than anything. I know I have a 38 pack. Here, let me look at Twitch chat. I wonder if Tootie has anything to say. Oh, Tootie's just reading. Never mind. Tootie, if you can give me some, like, specific names in here. Yeah, there's the pack 38. So, that side, that side. That has the one attached to it. That's pretty funny. I know I have flak machine guns in this mod set. In secret weapons. Oh, cool. So that can be a little flak turret compared to that one. Again, this is me just grabbing what I can. Dishka. Keck. Yeah, so there's a lot of different size guns I can do. Let's go back to Op 4 here. The 20mm. Yeah, so these can work as like static AA. And that's another one. Yeah, righto, Tootie. Appreciate it. I'm gonna put a flak 30 down just for referencing sake. So I do have a lot of the cannons on this side, but I'll be using the cannons, like, intermingled here. I doubt I can get away with a Neverwaffer, even though that would be funny as hell. MG34s probably won't be able to get away with those either, but I do need the GRWR there for their artillery piece, at the very least. Probably can use the 10.5 for heavy artillery. What's the 10.5, 2D? Oh, this? Oh, yeah, you're right. No, that could... Because, again, this is all... Like, today it's all about, like, building a set of stuff that can be used for World War I. Just 2 baseline factions. 2D, if you're going to look into this, I really need you to look into tanks, like armor pieces and stuff. Because I know that's where things are going to really lack in this department, is the armored cars. And then planes, too. Yeah, good luck with that, exactly, right? It's gonna be purely infantry. Now, I do know, there are a few plane models I can use. The biplanes. Within Sab's secret weapons, I just have to, like, actually find it. Like, this could be usable. But, like, that's like, the only one. I'm not sure if I can, get any actual, like, American planes out. But then again, I don't really want any. Because to ask air to coordinate with ground, like, maybe as, like, a recon plane. Not the Texan. These are training aircraft. What am I doing? Like, that I'm pretty sure is an RAF plane, but... yeah, I mean, it says RAF right there, wee-woo. Silly wee-woo. Ah, yes, the B-17s, made in 1917, right? I think that's the only plane I'm gonna get. Yeah, no. I'll stick with biplanes. Again, I already said, it's not going to be 100% historically accurate, but it's going to get the job done. Oh, there is a Russian biplane. It's poorly textured, but it's there. World War I, the Americans used French aircraft. Yeah, it's fair. But again, like I said, not going to be 100% accurate. But then again, like, that also means that, you know, actual, like, flak generators aren't going to be needed. Machine guns are going to be more than enough to shoot these down. Because I'm pretty sure this has, I mean, it's got some sights right there for shooting things down. What's going to be curious is, does this have any ordnance to, yeah, oh no, there's the guns right there. Okay, we're good. Just give him an A-10, yeah, right? That'll work. Now, again, the real kicker is, I doubt I'm gonna find anything in here that's going to be usable. But, you know, it's gonna be perfectly okay if I don't have any tanks that are going to be, usable here. Because that just means it's going to be infantry only, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not opposed to that. So, Tootie, if you could do me a solid and actually, like, look into this and tell me if there's anything that I could use, let me know. I have Romanian army. Shit, wow. What is this, Chad? It's an artillery tank. Nice. But yeah, all the tanks are way too modern. They'd be way too OP for trench warfare. Whew, excuse me. I'll go ahead and delete the meme right there. That's a tank destroyer. Cack, even better. But yeah, let me quickly save this. Not sure if we have the field gun. So let's see. World War I templates. Let me also quickly go to attributes, take off binarization in case something updates to mess with me. Yep, that's fine. I'm now going to take a copy of all of this, and now I'm going to start looking for a map to do this stuff on. You know, this map actually won't be too bad. It's Chernaris, but it's redone so that everything is a World War II building. I actually don't... I really want to try that. Dude, give me a real list and pass it on Discord. Yeah, but I mean, it's all like completely redone with World War II buildings. I really like that about this map. So it's a parody essentially. But now, with all that said, I gotta look into uniforms, and this is where we're gonna get interesting. So I'm gonna use NATO as a base. So we're gonna do men. Give me a squad leader for the symbol. And I'm going to delete everything he has. And then I'm going to put him off to the side because he's going to be my base kit. The uniforms always take forever to load because we just have that many of them. Didn't you watch me play a World War I op where you drove around an MG truck? Yes, you did, Geth, a while ago. There were some members in the 501st led by one of their CCs, Machete, who I don't know how he's doing these days. I hope he's doing okay. I fell out of favor with him when I kind of just left Star Sim in general. But they had a World War I thing going. He was only able to release, I think, 2 missions, but they were really fun. And that's why I kind of want to bring it to TSB, because if you do it right, it can be a lot of fun. But that was, that had like 9 or 10 gigabytes worth of mods you had to download for specific World War I assets. And that would mean I'd have to have all the players do that, and I'd rather do it in a way where I have everything done with in the mod set already, you know, using the World War or IFA mod set to do this instead. So I just think it would be easier. Now this is where I need to tab out. I'm going to kill off some of my tabs here. I can get rid of weapons. I'm going to actually clean up my computer a bit. I was working on Project 11 too. Yeah, so exactly, Tootie. I know those types of tanks, the like big tracks on the side. It's just I have no idea how. Like those aren't in the mod set. I know that for a fact. So let me World War I US look. Give me some. Well, okay. That's modern. Honestly, I could probably get away with World War II fatigues. Because in World War I, there were still some armies out there that had these, like, bright and colorful uniforms. Let's pick up some World War II dudes. Let's do US. Oh, keck. We're gonna have Australian guys. That's funny. Alright. So, looks like lowest I go is 1937.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
That's Faces of War, but 37 wouldn't be a bad. We also have variations here. I can do medics, I can do sergeants. Actually, that's really cool. So I can have their ranks on their shirt and shit. So this, I'm making this as a base kit. So for now, I'm going to, oh, we got a flag on the side too. Cool, cool. Yeah. I'm liking that. We'll use that as, this is the base kit. 2D, I know, but I kind of, I like this. I like this. Again, I don't really, like, out of everything to get right in the game, for me personally, uniforms are like the lowest priority. I could give, if I get it close, that's great, but I could honestly give less of a rat's ass. And that's what makes, you know, some Zeuses are going to really care about their uniforms, but not me. Because if I want to get it right, I would have to pretty much download the mod, and the World War I mods. I don't feel like doing that. No. Now we got that. Now we got to work on helmets, and honestly, just the frickin', you know, the helmet where it's... We got the hats, which is funny, but the flat-tipped helmets would be fine. Give them Jap helmets, why don't we? So, you know, these helmets, but can I not, like, have the symbol on it, please? Like, this is actually perfect. But why do you have the symbol on it? Damn it. Okay, so this is a WP. Do I have any other helmets that are WP? So you're gonna force us to take the symbol. What, Tootie? What are you screaming about? Those are Polish? Excellent. As long as it pisses Tootie off, guys. That's all we're going for at the end of the day. Which ones are the British ones? Tootie, you gotta give me a name here, otherwise I'm looking blindly. Like, I think I just saw something else. So these, like... These wouldn't be too bad. Actually, that's perfect. That right there is perfect. Okay. But again, we could make the, we could get the symbol on it just to piss Tootie off. But yeah, the flat tops like that. Literally, you're wearing a giant pan on your head. We could get DBO horses into this, but DBO horses is a mod not meant for combat. You will glitch out on those so hard. 1917? Okay. Oh, shit, we do have them. And they can lean left or right. That'll be a little bit of variation I'll actually put in. Nice. All right, now here's the real kicker. The vests, quote unquote. Oh heck, I just found a predecessor to the actual bulletproof vest. I doubt I'm gonna find that in there. But honestly, from what I can see in my images here, it just looks like we have a like a little carry-all here. Like we have a utility belt and some straps. Nah, we'll stick with these helmets, Tootie. Good enough. So yeah, honestly, any of these straps would be fine. Webbings, that's what they're called. Accidentally went up to the UK stuff there. And then we've got, you know, stuff for bars. Like, it's all labeled. So we could just do carbine NCO. Gives a little bit of room. And we can just say the carbine is their standard gun there. But let me see if there's any webbing named for the Springfield. Which would be the... Isn't that the 1919? Let me check that real quick. No, the 1919's the MG. This is 1903A1. I can just say it's carbine. They're not gonna... Because it's meant for the M1 carbine, but, you know. If we wanted to be accurate as heck, we'd probably go for something like the Garand. Not the Thompson, excuse me. The Garand itself, but they would, I mean, the 1919 is also not too bad, but I could just say carbine and it should be fine. I mean, also what I'm considering is the load factor, but these are all pretty much the same stat-wise except for the bar. He has slightly more. So I can just do carbine. That'll be fine. If I use IFA bayonets on the G98, you can still use the bayonet. Alright, let me check that real quick. So I'll give the K98 bayonet, that's fine. Now here's the real kicker, because I know that amount of load combined with that amount of load is not going to be enough, so I need to find some sort of backpack that looks good. So we do have US bandoliers. That gives them a little bit of extra loadout as well. So yeah, the bandoliers should be good. And then, of course, the tanks. Yeah, I need to add that to both sides because they both had flamethrowers, but the M2 is the only flame model we have. And then mule packs. We could use those for, like, ammo bearers and shit, and the MG assistants. Yeah, so ammunition bag would be perfect for everything. I'll totally give them the option to bring gas masks, too. That would be dope. And then the US radio, that's how we'll have them communicate between squads. Now, I'm gonna put this up as a poll real quick, because it's gonna be up to the player base. But do they want to do RTOs, or do they want to have a squad leader? So let me go to straw poll real quick. You know, actually, no, I'll just do my standard, you know, notification thing. All tier polls only. I have a critical to ask you all for giving SLs, RTO, the LR radio,
Let's give him a warm
or
welcome,
for having an RTO slot. 10-man infantry. Alright, I'm gonna type this in, So if I were to, because I'm going to put my own vote in here, I personally hate RTOs with a burning passion, so I'm going to put a GOAT down, because I prefer the SL to do it, but, geez, right off the bat, a lot of people are going for bunnies. So I'll just turn one of the riflemen into an RTO, but...
let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
So, Infidel, I will do runners in the command squad, and that's if RTOs fall apart. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll put that in as well. I'm gonna rescind my vote there. And I'm actually gonna vote for the runners, because that's how we did it in, that would be equatorial hell, but that is how we played it in the 501st ops. So I would totally be down for doing runners only. That would actually be hell. Oh, I'm gonna have some people hate me for that, but you know what? Oh, but we'd have to, like, there'd have to be, like, a command trench where the commander sits. That's also where, like, the artillery and the AA would be. Oh, that would be... So many people are gonna get lost, too, but that's what World War I was. Oh, my God. That's gonna be funny. And then, like, you'd have to, at least if you have air assets, for example, the radios are going to have to be given to the air assets and someone to coordinate the air itself. Because otherwise, how would you send a runner to the sky? Wait, I got it. Guys, it's actually really simple. You would have this guy get in another plane, fly up to the friendly formation, go on yelling, and go, guys, we need you to do strafing runs on the second trench over. 45 degrees right. And then he'd land, and they'd do the strike, and when they need to do it again, they'd just go again. They'd have land orders for that, or just look for flares. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to have some sort of flare pistol in this as well. So there's a lot of things that need to be thought of here. But it's gonna be quite funny. Okay, so I'm actually going to give this guy empty for now. I just want to see what I can fit on his kit. So he's gonna be a squad leader, so he's just gonna get the Springfield, but I will give him a 1911 as well. Here, I'm gonna do another poll. Real quick. Second poll. Gonna do a second poll. We're going to do... Where's some TSB symbols here? For medics only having guns. You know what? Nope, I'm not even going to make that a poll. I'm going to give the medics handguns only. Because, honestly, when I played the first stop in that World War I stuff, the medics were only given handguns. And the handgun was actually a lot more effective than the bolt-action rifle. Because I was able to kill, like, half a squad in the same time it would take a rifleman. So I'm actually going to give them handguns only. There are going to be some complaints, but also... they're going to pick up enemy guns, and I know there's no way I'm going to be able to stop that, so... we'll make that work. Now, I'll be right back 1 second. I gotta use the bathroom, so...
bathroom. I just thought of something. In terms of player count numbers, normally on a Monday, I get anywhere from, in a blue moon, the outlying numbers are like 25 and 50. But a standard number of players in a TSB Monday op is usually between 30 and 40. So, 10-man squads plus a ground team with runners, plus support assets, might be too many slots. So I might have to make these 8-man teams instead.
Trying to think here. Come on, 8 men. So I'm going to put that in as an amendment. But so far, all the votes are going for runners only, so I will probably do 8-man squads here instead. Simply because, simple math. 3 squads of 8 is 24. 3 squads of 10 is 30. So that's 6 slots in those 3 squads that can go into runners, air support, that sort of stuff. So I think that's going to be better overall. Yeah, okay. So let's do a Springfield here. Again, this one... Okay, I'm going to check real quick. If I were to make you the... If I were to make you the player slot, playable slot here. Do I have a World War II, or am I just using Tier 2? I'm just using Tier 2, okay. Attribute, multiplayer. That doesn't matter right now. I'm gonna go check into here. I don't think I can use that bayonet. Again, I already said we can just give them knives, but... Oh yeah! I spawned them all in the same spot. Right. I guess I should memorize these sounds. Damn, was that guy shooting at me for that amount of time and I didn't die? Oh, he can bayonet! He can bayonet! Okay, we're doing these rifles then. Bayonet! Bayonet! Where's that one guy that's running? Hey, buddy! Hey, come back here. Guys! 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 Come back here. I gotta bayonet you. Guys! Guys, get back here. I need to bayonet you. I mean, I need to give you yum-yums. Or something. Guys, I promise. I promise. This will only hurt a lot, okay? Yeah, yeah, stop right there. Yeah. Bayonet. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Ha, 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 ha. What? Stab. Stab. Hitbox, no! There we go. Oh, ho. Hey, 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 bayonet. Okay, that's good. So, slight amendment to the weapons we're gonna be using for this mission. Just. Slight amendment. Yes. Okay, so now we know that that's a thing. That's now my player slot. So I'm just gonna move that to the side for a second. So we have bayonets that can stab people. Here, let's change the music to something a little more thematic here. Yeah. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So that means we won't have to have knives as secondary. but I won't give the general players secondary weapons then. Well, okay, well, I might still give them knives, but it'll mean they're allowed to, like, switch their weapon out to something else. Now the real math begins. Let's do 15 bandages as a standard, because this is going to be the base kit I give to everybody, and then make little changes here and there. So, 15 bandages. Two things of epi, 2 things of morphine. Earplugs. If we have 8 people, so we have a squad leader, a team leader, a bar guy, 2 assistants, we'll do 1 assistant because it's an 8-man squad, a medic, 2 riflemen, and an engineer, we can give the engineer the E-tool, and that'll be 8 people. So 2 riflemen, 1 assistant, team leader, squad leader, but they're going to have the rifles too, and it's only going to be like 1 bar per squad of 8. And then we can also... I'm an idiot. We have the trench gun. I can give that to the engineer and team leader. I can just give it to the engineer. Yeah. M1 Garand wasn't M1 Garand wasn't World War II. Four tourniquets, because I'm nice. I'm going to be changing... If I change uniforms, though, I think that... Okay, that's not going to change it. Cool. Good, good, good. Yeah, we want it sleeved down. And then we put 3 mags on top of that, and we also got to be considerate about grenades and stuff. We'll do 15 mags. That should be more than enough, because we're also going to have an ammo bearer. I'll have to make one of the riflemen the ammo bearer of the squad. That'll be fine, because this is all pretty lightweight. Let me also go down to utilities real quick. I'm going to give everyone a compass. Do I want to be mean and give everyone a map? How did we do it in World War I in the 501st again? Everyone had a map in that one, I believe. Because we're going to have to at least give everyone compasses so we can do call-outs. But then again, they could also just do ace pointing. You know, I'm going to Google it. Was a map standard issue in World War I? How maps became deadly innovations in World War I, that's pretty nice. From what I'm looking at here... I'm only seeing that, like, leadership and runners and shit had maps. And then I want to see if I can get the signal whistles working, too, because I know we have those in World War II. Interesting. What about compasses? Because we could just use ace pointing. Was a... But I'm going to assume no, too. Oh, here we go. Military primis, primistic compass. So from what I can tell, they were... Yeah, we'll keep the standard issue just to make it easier for them. But what's cool about that is I know we have in Ooh, wait, but that's in global mobilization, so I don't think we'll be able to use that. So what we'll do, because if I go to compass, it's not going to show the others. Yeah, so Wehrmacht watch. That's funny. We don't really have any older style watches too, except for the Wehrmacht one. So I'll do that just as standardish because that's the only old watch I have. Oh, we do have a Wehrmacht compass. Okay, so I can do that as enemy. I'll keep it, you know, standard for them. No radios. We have a CSA 38 radio. Keck. Definitely no GPS, no map. And the binos are only going to be given to leadership and shit. Okay. Very interesting. Well, I know, but Infidel Globmob also added, like, you know, German world compasses and stuff. And I was thinking, like, you know, since they're fighting the Germans, and if they're ever the German faction, I could give them the German compass that has the O instead of the E, I believe. It's west and west. Because their OS is east. Because I know that threw me through a small hoop when I was playing through their the campaign. So now we need pineapple grenades and shit. F1s, no. I don't have any Mark 1s. It looks like I only have Mark 2s, which is fine. Yeah, we'll do the smaller ones. And I'm half tempted to also do phosphorus grenades. Because those were fun. Yeah, it might have been why they said that it was broken, because they didn't know the O meant the E. I'm not going to have them spawn with phosphorus grenades, but I'll have, I'll do some grenade testing and put in what I like. But yeah, that for your standard rifleman kit is not too bad. So now I gotta plan this out here. We're gonna do 8-man squads. What on earth? That... Yeah, of course it's not right, but that's amazing. That is actually amazing. That's... Arma is a perfectly wonderful game with exactly 0 bugs. See, it's fun to find little Easter eggs, because that's in the middle of NATO. No one's ever gonna look in here. That's a little Easter egg. I like that. I actually really like that. Alright, so we're gonna have our squad leader. We're gonna... I'm not gonna spawn him in case he's a little bugged out, but that's funny as hell. Rifleman... actually, I'll put the bar first, so I'll do, Do I have something that says machine gunner, or is it just heavy gunner? It's just heavy gunner. So, auto rifleman... Then... Actually, do I have a heavy gunner assistant? I have assist gunner, but it's gonna start with its static. Starting with a static. Yeah, that should be okay. So honestly, just auto rifleman, because I'll rename these slots too. I don't care. So assist gunner, because those are all gonna get emptied out anyway. And then we'll do a rifleman. And then we're gonna have our team leader. And then rifleman, combat engineer, and then medic. So rifleman, combat NG. Really, the only thing that's gonna give the engineer anything is he's gonna have a shotgun and a E-tool. And that's it. And then we're going to do the medic. So, with all that said and done, I'm going to right-click, not that guy. That's a new base loader thing. So we're going to apply that. Now we're going to make changes as things go along. So 1, squad leader at alpha. 2, bar gunner. 3, bar S. 4, riflemen. 5, 6, 7, trench gunner. Trench gun plus E-tool. Because something like that you can't really figure out, so I like to give a little hint right there. And then 8. Medic M1911. And then real quick, he should already have those perms. Cool. I don't think we have TNT sticks, but they do have Mark II grenades that have half pounds of TNT, but I'm not going to worry about that. Because, again, I'm probably not going to have that much armor in this game unless 2D finds something specific. So now we're going to start this from the top. So first I'm going to go to uniform. And I'd like to find something with the US flag on the side. I know it was there. We do have camo, but I want to keep that normal thing. So where's the 19? Okay, I'm going to hit cancel real quick because I just went off in a completely random tangent. So we're using 1937s. Here's the flag one. So this is the squad leader, so he's going to probably be the sergeant. I don't see any ranks higher than staff sergeant. We do have a technician, so that's probably going to be our trench engineer dude. So, yeah, I'm not seeing any officer stuff, so that's fine. So staff sergeant will be like the ground command, which shouldn't technically be how it works, but, you know, I don't have a captain or anything. So, oh god, 2D, what is this? German boy. 2D, if you don't mind, could you give me an export of that and then DM it to me on Discord? That would make my life a little easier. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna do some exotic grenade testing. This, guys, so this is what we'll start doing after the French Resistance campaign on Mondays, but there's still another, like, 2, maybe 3 French Resistance ops to do, depending on how quick they are with it. So we still have plenty of time for it. It's just getting there is gonna be what takes a while. So 1911. Doesn't really matter which one we use, so I'll just pick this one. Give him 5 mags of that. And then I'll have some crates with, like, extra boxes and shit. Something to match. I might have a weapon squad too that has like the flamethrowers and stuff, but we'll see what happens. That'll be one of like the later things I decide on. So he's the squad leader though, so he's gonna get the map. I decided everyone's gonna get a compass, but I also need some. I don't think I have U.S. binoculars, so we'll just go with British binoculars. Doesn't matter. Oh, there we are, American binoculars. All right, perfect, perfect. He has his compass. He has his watch. Cool. Now, I am going to grab this guy. I learned my lesson. I'm going to move these guys down the runway to be over here so they're not shot at. And now let's copy and paste this kit and have a look at it. Alright, so Springfield, 15 mags times 5, that's about 75 shots, which is more than enough. He's also got a handgun with 5 mag, that should be fine. This grenade, it's a Mark II, it'll do. We'll do grenade tests and I'll give him some boxes of stuff, but, you know, that works. And then this, obviously, bolt action. But, we have the bandit! Hey, 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 swing! Swing! Yeah, so I'm going to have to do some testing with uniforms and stuff, because I know some of these are really messed up. So I'm going to want to make sure this can actually, like, kill people and stuff in, like, 1 or 2 hits. So that's going to be up to, like, ballistic testing with myself. But otherwise, let's see. So, really, with a Vermacht watch? Oh, it gives you because there's something hidden in the TFAR settings that gives you a micro dagger programmer. So I'm not gonna bother with custom watches then, because I've tried to remove that from the settings and it still comes back. So there's not much I can really do about it, and then that'll give them more than enough ammo to look at. And then the map is just the map. Okay, cool. Yeah, it gets band-aided to the face. Let me just put a band-aid on that. That's how it works, right? Alright, now the bar gunner. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Oh, I can give him a bipod too. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's do that. So, we gotta go to his uniform now. Let's see. I want something with the flag on it. Now, who do I give the bar? Probably a PFC. Even though that's going to be the same as... So I think the private doesn't even get a rank, but a PFC does. The corporal, I'm going to leave to the team leader. Honestly, if I want to do this properly, the sergeant would probably be the team leader and the staff sergeant would be the squad leader, but I want the staff sergeants to be the ground commands because I'm not seeing any... Not seeing any, like, captain ranks and stuff. We'd also have them on the helmets, too, but, you know, let's work with what we got, you know? So, we've got that. And we can put a single magazine in there. That's good. And then this is where I gotta change it to the bar web here. So that should be good. And then I'm going to give him a revolver. So we'll give him the Webley. as his secondary. So we'll do the UK Webley. Give him 6 of those mags. And he's only at 18, so I can give him a lot more ammo if I want to. $19.28 sacks actually isn't that bad. And that gives him a bunch of load. Got the rocket carrying bag, that's nice. I'm trying to find something that would be, like, what if I type bar? Keck. So you got these pouches, though. I don't think the 1918 is that, though, but still, it works out. Because, again, I'll have ammo boxes they can collect because I want there to be some, like, objectives. So, these guys, no map, no GPS. I'm going to mess with his helmet, though. We're going to have this one be going to the right. Yeah. Now we have the assistant here. He's going to be given a standard rifle. However, this is going to be bar assistant. And it was the 20 round mags, right? And it's got that little dash right there. Real quick. 20 round mag. Okay, cool. Bar assistant. .30. That's a 15, wee woo. Come on. So 7 extra mags, and now here's where I'm going to get a little. Do we not have a spare barrel backpack? Okay, I was not expecting that. But I need a bandolier or something. I need something that looks like it has a lawn tube. Not a lawn tube, but, you know, a lawn, something that looks like it can hold a spare barrel. Because the spare barrels are massive in comparison. There's a double barrel bag. Pouch that barrel for LMG. I mean, that could work. So that's going to be a little off because it's going to, you know, have the CZ in front of it, but again. Make it work. I think they actually shortened the size of the spare barrels because that's tiny. Yeah, I mean, spare barrel, I mean, it looks like it would be the spare barrel for a bar, so. I mean, that's a gun. Those are static boxes. Those are just bandolier pouches, so, yeah, I mean, screw it. Spare barrel. I have to separate people by... Tootie, honestly, if we're going to do something like that, I would say, all right, if you're playing general infantry or command, you have to be white. But if you're a black guy, you get the weapons like the flamethrowers and the heavy machine guns. That reminds me of the South Park movie where they had the Operation Duck and Cover, and then Chef made a different plan, and then when the black guys were supposed to get in front, they had said ducked, and everyone behind them got blown up, and he said, "Yeah, duck and cover my ass." That was the entire plan. Oh my god. I'm not gonna go that far into it, but you know, it's important we look back and know that that shit was wrong in history, and you know, reflect on that and never do it again. That's my personal view on that subject, but we shouldn't also be trying to outright censor all of it, like what a lot of people are doing, because that would be like saying it never happened, and that's also wrong. But those are my personal viewpoints. That has nothing to do with me streaming. Alright, so this guy, if he's just an assistant, I'm tempted to just keep him without the ranked insignia on his uniform, but I do want to put the flag on it. So that's good. Thanks for the export, Tootie. I'll take a look at it in a bit. So, let's see. This is our standard rifleman, which should be okay on how it is, because I already made the rifleman kit. What I will go back, though, is I want to give the assistant the binoculars so he can call targets for the machine gun. So American binoculars for that guy will be fine. But for the standard rifleman here, I'll copy and paste both of these guys. Let me just make sure they don't have maps. Okay, cool. And that should be it. I mean, I don't really have anything else for him. I did say I'd give people knives, but I'm just going to put it in a box to give them, so that'll be fine. I feel like there might have been one more thing I wanted to do with these guys. Do I want to give them, like, little bandolier backpacks and stuff? Nah. Honestly, they have enough room as is. Team leader, let's see. Team leader is honestly going to be the same thing. He's just going to have this rifle, but he's going to get a slightly different uniform. He's going to have the corporal insignia on it. But everything else is going to be the same. You know what? I'm gonna make a slight amendment. I'm gonna make the engineer the pack mule. So to correct this guy's kit, I'm gonna take the magazines out of his uniform. They're gonna disappear anyway when I change the rifle, but I'm going to give him the E-tool. Which is where? Where are you, Mr. Shovel? He still doesn't have room for it. Okay, shiitake. Well, he doesn't need bandages, right? No, of course he doesn't. God, why would someone need bandages? You never know. And then we'll give him the technician 5th grade. Ooh, and then you do technician 5th grade, you can put a medical uniform on his too. Cool, that's cool. Good, 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 good. So we can also help distinguish the medic here. I'm going to tip his helmet to the side as well, because I'm a jerk. We're going to go on the left side. Well, no, on the right side. Yeah, he doesn't know how to wear a helmet. He's very silly. Okay, now we got to find the shotgun. Yes, the 1912. An excellent choice for winning this silly war. $60 rounds total, slugs and pellets, cool, alright. And then backpacks, this is where we're gonna give this guy an ammo backpack. Ammunition bag. So we'll give him some of those. I'm going to give him some grenades in here. And then .30. 20 extra mags times 5. That's 100 rounds of ammunition. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That should be more than enough. He won't have engineer perms to repair shit, though. He's only getting that E-tool. Alright, and then Medical Boyo. This is where it's going to get interesting, because... Taking that away. Oh, real quick, I forgot. Team leader. I'm also going to give the team leader a Webley. So, you know, 1911, there's 2 people in the squad that have that. There's 2 people that have the revolver. But this guy will be 1911. I think I said we'd be using the Iron Front ones. So 2 magazines in there. $10 magazines should be more than enough. I did say I'd also change his uniform here. So let's quickly go back to that. Flag, technician, medic. So he's got the medic thing right there. And then, do I have a medic? I got M191 officer. So I don't mind giving him officer stuff because, you know, it's fit for the M1911. Also means his thing's back there. But what I'm really looking for is, do I have any medic stuff? Let me just type MEDIC and see what comes up here. Not really anything good. I do have that. I think we can just do that.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
I'm not seeing any US-based medical stuff. Which, in reality... I can just hit empty on that. How much medical stuff can I fit in here? Can I get the pack? How many blood bags? So pack... Oh, I'm gonna need a medical backpack. Yep. Oh, yeah. So give me, like, a Musette back with, like, US written on the back. That would be perfectly fine. Just looking through the everything here. Like, if I could find something with a medical symbol, you know, those nice little cherries on top. The heck was that? Oh, was it a radio? I thought I saw something else. Huh. If I could just take one that says US written on the back, that would be more than fine. So that, for example, more than fine. So 15 bags of blood, because people are going to get shot a lot. Ooh, you know what? You know what? No packs. No packs. We just have a shit ton of epi and morphine. Some tourniquet, signal whistle. I'm gonna have to go back and check those, and then splints. Oh yeah, lots and lots of splints. So 7 splints in there, and what we've got another. So 12 splints total. For a full squad, that's on the lighter end, but budget cuts. Oh, they're gonna hate this. To which I just kind of rub my hands together and go, good. Good. Alright. We'll get to platoon medics there. Because you know what? I might also, what I'm doing right now is I'm taking... So, no packs because the World War II op I played, where I believe it was Devincer Zeusing, even though it turned into a meme fest, I really liked that there were no packs as a medic. Because it just meant you had to actually, like, fix individual issues. But what I also might do is, God, if I make this really fucked, I could literally just say no medic. Yeah, no, we're gonna do that. There's only a medical squad, and it's tied to command. There's no medic. There's no medic. Go F yourself. And we just make it an 8th rifleman. Oh, that is mean. And I didn't start these guys off with any splints, so they're gonna have to go get it from a crate, too. Oh, man. Yep. Yep, we're doing that. We're doing that. I'm making this really difficult, really realistic, really force that communication on them. Yep. Oh, don't worry, Chow. Field amputation will literally just be the splint stuff. Now, real quick, though. Settings, add-ons, medical. I need to make sure this is turned on. Splint's fully here. Okay, yes. Cool. Good, good, good. Excitement. Alright, so that's the standard World War II, World War I squad out there made out of World War II guns. Grenadier, but he only has smoke grenades? Nah. We'll just make him another rifleman. Alright, I'm gonna run another quick ad and go get a drink. I'll BRB. I don't mean to be rude, guys, but, you know, all the talking and stuff, it murders my throat. It's like barking in an Appa's ground command and stuff. So, we're going to have a medical group. Now, we need to make a ground command style roll here. Now, the difference, though, is I need some sort of flare pistol. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Uniform will be changed to Staff Sergeant. And we need to give them just a bunch of different types of flare ammo here. Oh, those actually take up a lot of room. Okay. Well, he'll have a bandolier for more room in on itself. Okay, cool. Oh, almost forgot. He needs a whistle. So, signal whistle. Should I give the team leader a Nah, I'm only going to give it to the squad leader. Ground command will also get a signal whistle. So... ground command... This guy, I'm going to take away his signal whistle. Actually, no, this will be 2 IC, so he'll keep his signal whistle. Also have a flare pistol, though. So this will be 2 IC. There was radio in World War I, but there was, it was impractical to have it for, like, infantry use, so they were big. But I still need one to, talk to air assets. So 3 JTAC. Let's see. I'm also going to make these guys officer symbols instead. So Staff Sergeant, and then... US. All the way down US Radio. Acre 2, because it also worked with TFAR. Okay. Now, real quick, where's the officer? Because I want the cross symbol when I PID these guys proper. Gosh darn it. I'm also doing NATO, so they have that, you know, standard English voice. Alright, cool. Now I need runners. Now, runners, I'm going to make slightly different in the sense I'm going to give them PFC uniforms instead of private uniforms, so they know that if this guy comes by. So we'll give him 3 runners. I think 3 medics for... If we have a standard 30 to 40 person op, I think 3 medics is going to be fine. So that would mean we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 8, so 32 would be about a platoon of infantry plus support. Okay. Alright. Cool. That's Alpha. Here's Bravo. Charlie. Delta. I'll do my standard. What do you look like? Really? Okay. Let's do 10 earplugs. 2, 2, 2, and a mag because he's not going to have that or that. Okay. But I'm gonna give him a little butt shoot. And then for this... Hold on, I've got something special we can do for that. Has radio... Where is it? Where's my command? I have a massive list of scripts. Has radio... This would be west. And this one over here would be has radio east. That way I don't have to give them the LRs on their backpacks. I can instead do parachutes. Okay. I'm only going to do 2 pilots at once. And I was thinking about doing a weapons squad, but the only thing we'd have is, internals and stuff. And I gotta now do research on how all these guns work. But I'm thinking... I could just have them done on the squad level, so in actuality, I'm just going to do... that, and then... that. Now, if I select this... attributes... playable. How sexy does my roster look? Okay. 2 things to fix right off the bat. Because I made alpha before I made the command squad. Second, unbinarize this, please. Multiplayer. Now how sexy does my roster look? Ground command, 2IC, JTAC, runner, 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 medic, medic, medic. Squad leader, bar assist. Rifleman, team leader, rifleman, trench digger, rifleman. I could clean that up to have the trench digger and the 3 riflemen below the team leader, but nah. Squad leader, bar, blah, blah, blah. So Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo. And then I gotta delete the game master slot and put him in the back. Okay, that's fair. I like it. I know I might be... I could have sworn there was an IFA bicycle somewhere in there, but I guess not. Now, let's get to some weapons testing here. Bike his faces of war? Yeah. I figured. But now we gotta do some testing with, this bad boy. Now this is an M2 60mm. Tootie, do you know what ammo this thing uses? Ooh, it takes a second getting the zoos, that's for sure. Because what I'm thinking is if I want to make these static positions down, I'll put a crate next to it that has not only spare ammo, but for that one, I do need a mortar range table. Yeah, 60mm mortar rounds. I just want to know if there was like something specific I had to do. So not that. I do have 60mm. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay, so that's not going to be spawnable on its own. I can just make a general cargo box and put it in there. That would be a bit cleaner, I guess. But let me see, how do these work? It's probably like an ace interaction or something. I don't know. Oh god, how big are they? Oh boy, those are big. Okay. Is that how you load it? So if you unload it... Oh. Oh dear. Okay, so that just takes all the ammo out. I see. Okay. But you can't spawn the M2 mortar in. Interesting. So, what if I do attributes? Alright, I need another ammo box. I need, something... Give me a US ammo box that I can put shit in. Ammo US. Okay, cool. Attributes. I need... Equipment storage. I need to get rid of all that crap. And I want an ammo backpack. So that's for ammunition handling. And I need a range card. So it might be in here. Artillery range card? No, I want an M2 range card. QRS, no, TUV, so it's further up. I know we had an item called an M2 range card. Where is it? Fine, we'll just use the artillery one. Okay, so with that said and done, let me go into your attributes. Take away all of its ammo. Now, multiplayer, go down. Let's see if I can make heads or tails of this. Because if I can figure it out, I can then say, okay, here's how you use the mortar, and then I can give a write-up of how to use the mortar. So, we'll go in here. I would take that, and I can put that in there. And then now with equipment... Oh, is that a M2 60mm? Okay. Well, I see. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. So if I get in you, you're not going to have any ammo. Okay, so if I do this... We grab these, and now I go to prep 60 HE. Okay, so this is basically how it's done by hand. So you unload, then you load, and then you pop it. The issue is I'm not getting any degree ticks when I elevate this up and down. They do have an artillery computer though, but I'm going to take that feature away. Here we go. Okay, so elevation. Equipment, this. Charge 0. So if I do MIL 1547... So 1545, that's probably the most I'm going to get there. What does this say? I will get 100 meters at that range. Okay. And it'll take about 20 seconds to land. So where am I right now? So 100 meters from about that. Pythagorean theorem. I don't think I get measurements. No, I don't. Of course I wouldn't. Why would I? Okay. So that guy's roughly 100 meters away. A little more. So if I were to take that, line it up, let's see where the shell goes. Oh, someone's shooting at me. Someone really doesn't like me. You can see the rounds coming in. That's accurate. It just doesn't account for wind, but that's accurate. Okay.
Let's give him a warm welcome.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. It's exciting. Okay. That works. So they have to unload the magazine and then reload it, but there's nothing to unload. Okay. All right. So let me now reflect in the mortars that no artillery computer. So, add-on options. Artillery. No computer. Overwrite. We don't have air resistance set up, but that's fine. I think that is going to help with that other thing, but we'll do some testing. But yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so we have the mortar set up there. Let's take a look at the Maxim gun, or whatever the heck that thing is right there, and see what it does. Oh man, so we have built-in ranges for this too. It's got that ricochet, so it makes it a bit hard to aim, which is good. You don't want it to be turrets. Now, how do I give it more ammo, though? That's going to be the interesting part.
6 now.
I might have a way to fix that, but let's see this for now. So, unload. Doesn't give anything. Don't kill me, Zero. Thanks for the tier 1 sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the ops, and I hope you're getting a kick out of this. So, yep, he'll have to change his bag, get that. Go into here, grab a shell. Prep 60mm HE, load that. Get in the gunner, and he'll be ready to go. Why is that still giving the artillery computer? I thought I disabled it. Knock the box away. But yeah, with the artillery range car, we'll be able to do that. Why were you giving that? I'll take away the compass too. But that should have disabled it. So I'm going to make World War I template. That might be something where it's not just doing the dedicated. Artillery computer disabled. Okay. That might be why. Cool. Alright. Good, good, good. Now, with this, what I'm thinking... What's a big ammo crate? Or like a pile of ammo crates here. That could work. Okay. Even better, we can just do a small crate like this one. Attributes. Clear. And I could do rearm cargo. Let's do 50. Let's see how much it takes away for that. Put that right there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make it a crew-served weapon, but it takes ammo from a second place because it's not giving any spare magazines. It's only giving 200. There's probably a way to make it crew-served, but nah. Make it a little easier. So rearm. We would just have to keep it away from the artillery because if they rearm the mortar, that would probably break its system. But if I were to do a rearm of this, I want to see what it does to that thing. It gave it 3 extra belts. Okay, that's good. But what did it do? How many Maxim guns can it reload before it runs out of ammo, or whatever the heck you call that thing? So if I were to put a second one down. Because when you use the rearm system, it consumes points. But there's no way for me to actually tell. There might be a way, actually. I just don't know what it is. And that gave it 3 as well. Okay, so what if it's consuming single points? So I'm going to give it 1 rearm point and see what that does. So 1 rearm point, no ammo. Attributes, no ammunition. Because I'm willing to bet it's probably a 1-for-1 ratio. So I would probably give it like 5 belts total. Maybe 9 depending on if it's a defense op or something. Ooh, something smells good downstairs. That fully rearmed it, but is it still capable of rearming other stuff? Because if it still is, then I'm going to have to find a way to make this into a crew-served weapon then.
Standing by.
So take away all of its ammo. I'm going to get in it, make sure it's dry. Alright. We're just going to have to do this the hard way. Is that crank actually, like... It spins when you fire it! That's actually really cool! I'm just shooting at the bad guys there. So I think it's still going to be able to rearm it regardless, so... Yeah, so it would be infinite even if it has a single point. So now we're going to look into crew-served weapons. Nothing like Arma 3 to listen to when you're transferring Arma 3 files to a new PC. Nice, Admiral, nice. So let's go into add-on options here. Let's go to crew-served weapons. The issue with this is this can sometimes cause glitches with like giant piles of things spawning in. But I wouldn't want the AI to deal with this because the AI are going to bug it out hardcore. So let's see what that does. I mean, actually, let me go to Ace Logistics too. Before I do that, there's also a different thing I can do. I'm not sure if that's part of Ace Logistics, because there's a way Skelly does his rearming where you have to rearm individual magazines. So let's go to multiplayer. No. Add-on options. Let me check under Ace Logistics real quick. Amount based on caliber, ammunition supply. Based on caliber, that's what he does. Okay, so let's not do full crew-served weapon stuff just yet. But let's see if that'll drain the points in the way I want it to. Because what I learned from playing DeVincer's World War II op last week was you cannot give them infinite ammo machine guns. It makes it way too easy. Hey, Skelly. Yeah, I'm just trying to recreate some of your settings. So now, this is 1 point, so it might not fully rearm that box anymore. Yeah, 1 point of it. Yeah, so these are his settings. So that's not going to be able to rearm that. Good. So I'm going to now try 10 points here. And I want to see how many points it does to that. Magic giving Skelly a sub, nice. Hope you both keep enjoying the ops playing and watching. I hope you get a kick out of this. Now, what I got to make sure, though, is none of this affects the mortar, because I'm trying 2 different systems here. So let's do 10 points. Actually, no, I can do 50 points, and I can just use basic arithmetic to see what goes where. But, Skelly, this is all about that good old 40 hours of testing. Alright. You don't really test stuff, to be honest? That's fair. But for what I'm doing, it does need testing, because it's a lot of work that's going to go in it. So I'm going to take out all the ammo from this machine gun. I'm going to probably have to fire out that extra mag. You know what? We already did that, and it still spawned that one 200mm. So we're just going to let it reload and then empty it off, and then we'll see how much it reloads based off of point value. And then I'll just have boxes next to these in the trench. By the way, am I laying down? Yeah, I'm laying down, so these can't be done in trenches. They're going to have to be done on flat surfaces and little pillboxes. That's A-okay. Unlimited power! There probably, yeah, there is a trench version of this. I just got to find it, but... So, with that done, now let's see, take ammo for that, 200 round belt. We take the belts. Yeah, it's going to give you the default ammo thing, that's perfectly fine. Rearm. Rearmed 400 rounds of 200 round, what? Okay, so it gives it 2 belts per rearm. Okay, and it can hold 4 total when loaded, so it can you can rearm it twice and it'll be fine. How much ammunition does it take per belt? 8 points. So 8 points per 2 belts means 1 point every 4 points for every 1 belt. So if we want 5 belts total, but we have to do it in a factor of 8, what we'll do is I'll do 6 belts at 32 points. And that would give it, so yeah, 6 belts on the machine gun. Yeah, that's fine. Fast math. So 32 points of ammo for that gun. Yeah, 10 mags for a box this size, true. I mean... I think 32 is more than enough. And then we can, like, this is for what's going to be next to the machine gun itself, and then we can have another crate. It's going to vary on the... but I think 6 belts. But Skelly's right, the crate size is also a bit on the tedious side. That's too small. That would only be about 4. Plus, there's German on that one. So let's find a smaller crate. That's pack ammo. That's actually good I found that, because that's gonna go next to one of these or something. That's written in German. Yeah, can't load texture A, blah, blah, blah. So that one is slightly thicker, but that one I could see like 8 boxes of ammo in there, and that would be 8 times 4, yeah, 32. Okay, so that could work. We just gotta get rid of all the ammo in there. And 32. And there you go. There's your crew-served weapon for the Maxim gun. Now let me also look at this real quick. Maxim. Yeah, so I think Skelly was referring to the other one, which is the, that's what I'm going to have as the Op 4 one, but this one's only a sit-down, so that's A-okay. But yeah, so we have our crew serve now for mortar, and we have a crew serve for the heavy machine gun. Whew, and it's just past 5 o'clock, so... I think progress so far is good. Tootie did send me his ace breakdown for these guys, so we'll make that work. I'm not sure if I'll actually give this guy SSW kits. I was doing that to kind of be a meme, but I don't know, maybe. But overall, I think that's it's pretty good. So anyway, like I said, guys, we'll start seeing this coming in a few weeks. So if you want to come and play this stuff, you have about 3 weeks of stuff to think about before we get into it on Mondays. Probably the 5 p.m. slot on Mondays when we'll do a small campaign of this. With the, we'll do the reskinned map here. It is technically Soviet, but, you know, I really like Chernaris as a map. And since it's redone here, which means the trees are all fixed and shit, so, you know, AI won't exactly snipe through them. And, you know, it's really beautiful in the sense, so... Again, World War I, just make it work. Or I could just have Russian kits instead. But, you know, we'll see, because there's still a lot to build here. But otherwise, working on this for, what? God, 2.5 hours of testing went into that, so let's give it a save. I just need to get up and take a quick break, you know? Whew. Fun, fun, fun. And then I've got to finish, we're going to do some Star Wars stuff tomorrow, too. I'm going to do Star Sim how I've always wanted to. So, World War I testing. Cool. Alright, guys, thank you so much for chilling with me these past few hours, excuse me. Go operate operationally. Might be back a little later to do some more development stuff. Might not. I'm trying to reserve Tuesdays and Thursdays to be dev stuff. Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally.